What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing all the improvements coming to Destiny 2 on next generation consoles. As always, if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our new content. Beyond Light drops on November 10th, the same day as the Xbox Series X and S, with the PS5 launching 2 days later on November 12th. But no matter what console you're picking up, you'll receive all the same benefits across the board, which Bungie have detailed in a blog post that I have linked for you guys down below in the description. Now, in terms of frame rate and resolution, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 will both run Destiny 2 at 4K 60 FPS, while the Xbox Series S will run the game at 1080p 60 FPS. Now, these are all big improvements over the 30 FPS limitations that we have on our current gen consoles. But frame rate and resolution aren't the only improvements that we'll be seeing. These new consoles have custom SSDs, allowing for extremely fast loading times, which players will definitely appreciate. These loading times will allow for quicker access to things like your inventory, loading into planets, and even loading into the tower. For people with friends who aren't picking up a new console, you won't be separated, because Destiny 2 is also going to support cross-generational play, so if you play on the Xbox Series X or the S, you'll still be able to play with your friends on the Xbox One X, One S, and the base Xbox One. And the same thing applies to the PS5. You'll be able to play with all your friends on the PS4 Pro and the base PS4. Now, a quick side note, in terms of cross-play between Xbox and PlayStation, that's something that Bungie said that they're still working out, and we don't have any details on that yet in terms of a timeline, but in my opinion, it's something that I think Bungie is definitely working hard to bring to the game, and I would expect to hear something about it going into 2021. Now, moving forward, arguably one of the most important upgrades that we're going to see on next gen, which was highly requested by the community, is going to be that new FOV slider. Next gen console owners will be able to fully customize their field of view similar to that of PC. Now, we'll have more details on this feature closer to the next gen upgrade patch launch, which, speaking of, sadly will not be available at the launch of the new consoles. We'll be getting this patch on December 8th, as Bungie have already stated that they needed more time to work on these upgrades. Now, before you get upset at the fact that we will not be seeing all these benefits day one, if you are picking up a new console day one, you'll still get a boosted experience from the hardware with improvements to things like your loading times and more stable frame rates. All in all, this is an exciting time for gamers and Destiny 2 players now the next gen is coming out. And if you're looking to buy a new display for your next gen console, just know that it'll depend on the type of experience that you're willing to pay for. Most next gen games early on will aim for that 4K 60 FPS or 1440p 120 FPS in my opinion. So if you already own a monitor that's capable of 1440p at 60 FPS or higher, you will not need to upgrade to a display that has HDMI 2.1 just yet. Now, as far as I can confirm, this only applies to people who own an Xbox, since the Xbox supports up to 120 Hz through HDMI 2.0, which we all currently use. So if you own an Xbox and you own a monitor that can do 1440p at, let's say, 144 Hz, you will be able to get the benefits of playing games at 1440p at up to 120 Hz. I'm not exactly sure if the PlayStation supports this same thing, but if you guys know, definitely let me know down below in the comments. And for anybody who has any questions about what HDMI 2.1 is, simply put, it's a new input on some TVs and monitors that's coming out that's going to be able to allow support for up to 4K 120 FPS, which we currently don't have on too many displays. It's not something that I think is necessary at this time, but definitely something to consider going forward if you're thinking about future proofing. Now, I'll have some of my recommended displays for both TV and monitors linked down in the description below. And if you guys want to see a more in-depth breakdown on what displays you should look to buy, I can definitely make a video about that. So let me know down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, all the links are down below in the description. And as always, you guys can chat with me live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'll have that link down below as well. I can't wait for Beyond Light to come out. We're so close. At the time of recording this video, we're only 8 days away. I'm currently working on finishing up some things before they go away into the DCV, which if you guys don't know what that is, I'll have my video linked up in the cards so you can go check that one out. Make sure you go get those things done on that checklist, and I'll see you guys on Europa. Peace.